welcome back to the Angry Cook. On the menu is bagels. We had, I'm doing the intro afterwards for a change. We did 8 bagels last night actually, for this morning. And out of that we did a 75% success, I think. The other 25% are okay. They're not great. Those are the ones that we were doing cinnamon and craisin. 2 came out okay, 2 came out kind of but they're edible. So we have to work on that, and there'll be another video about that particular type of bagel. You'll find that these are not quite as chewy as store-bought, or not quite as chewy as both of us like. So we're going to boil 2 minutes instead of a minute and a half next time and see how they come out. So experimentation always try. Let's get on with the show and show you how to make bagels. Start this shit already. Okay, now on to the ingredients. In a cup we have a cup and a half of warm water, about 105, 110 degrees. We have a teaspoon of yeast, and we have a tablespoon of sugar. We mixed it together, let it sit for 10 minutes, so we get a nice little foamy stuff that tells you the yeast is actually working. Yes, we're giving the stove can yet another chance at life. Soon it's going to die. Over here, in here we have 3½ cups of bread flour. You want the gluten in the bread flour, you can use all-purpose, but it's not going to rise as well. And we have a tablespoon of salt. We mixed it together preliminarily, and we're about ready to incorporate this guy into the mix. So we're going to start slow, or flour is going to go everywhere. And we want all our foamy goodness and everything else in there. Or as much as we can get anyway. We're going to get that incorporated. Like we do when we do pizza crust, where it's sticky, we want all the stickiness out of it. This is going to make 8 bagels, by the way, if I haven't said that. We're going to put this guy in a bowl with some more olive oil and let it sit and rise for an hour. We'll bring it back when we're at that point. Okay, we're just about at 4 minutes and a half. I want to show you what's going on here. I know it's a little dark. It's pulled all the flour things off the wall. It's picked up the bit of dough that was at the bottom. I think we're just about done. We're going to check it in 30 seconds and see if in fact we are done. Pull it back a little bit. It's probably a better view for you, huh? So we're just about ready to check it, and we'll take this bowl out and bring it over under the light. If you can see better, you'll understand what this is all about in a little bit. Down here. Alright, here's the dough. It's not sticky at all. Got a nicely formed, I think that's really cool. I think we got it, boys and girls. I think we got it. Let's do a little, form this into a ball. Bring that here again. We're going to form this into a ball. We're going to put it in a bowl over here with extra virgin olive oil. We're going to cover it and let it rest for about an hour. Then we're going to be ready to go to the next step, which is to make our bagels and boil them. Yes, boil them is what I said, and that's what I meant. So let's get this bad boy over. I have some everything stuff to put on for me. This, like I said, makes 8 bagels. It's supposed to anyway. So I'll make 4 with the everything and 4 for Ann with craisins and cinnamon, I hope. We're going to try anyway. And there we go. And we're going to cover with a damp towel. And she's going to sit for an hour under a damp towel, and we'll be back in an hour or so. Yes, boys and girls, that's right. That's the alarm that says our dough is done. We have done dough. Our dough's done, did. It's done. Did. Now, we're going to start our water up to boil. Probably should have done that about 5 minutes ago, but, you know. Don't give me your logic. We're going to put about 2 tablespoons of oil. We're going to put about 2 tablespoons of honey in. What that's going to do is kind of harden up the shell a little bit. Go a little extra if you want. It's not that big a deal, really. I've got a cooling tray out. We're going to put these in for about 1.5 minutes aside, and then we're going to put them on a cooling tray to put our everything thing on it. You know? So let's take our dough out, put it on our Neubauer Artistry cutting board. Ugh. The oil off my hands. We're going to divide this in half. Suchly. Now you can weigh this and make 8 equal parts if you're that anal. Knock yourself right out. But this will make 8, so 4 each side. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. That's about equal. Let's take a look. It's not about equal, but it doesn't really matter. Plug. Take a little bit off of that big guy. We'll put it over there in that little guy. Does that make y'all feel better now? Makes me feel much better. Now, what we're going to do with this one right here, we're going to do a little spearmint. That's not S-P-E-R-M either. It's experiment. Y'all got dirty minds, all of you. Put some of this in here. Liberally. Why not? We want them on the ends. We want them everywhere, don't we? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, babe. As Emerald used to say. Probably still says it. Not dead right now. Oh, yeah, babe. Emerald. Love Emerald. Love him, love him, love him. Anyhow, then we're going to put some cinnamon in the middle. And then we're going to roll it all up and keep the fruit inside it. And we're going to make, ooh, well, that was a spectacular failure, wasn't it? As I said, as my hands are all gloppy, full of freaking olive oil stuff. Get in there, you. We're going to make it work. We are going to make it work. It is going to work. Trust me on this. You may not think it's going to work, but I'm pretty sure it's going to work. We're going to cut this baby in half. Cut each one in half. That's all right. As I said, nobody watches this anyway, so. We're going to take each one, we're going to form it into a bowl. Into a round, not a bowl. Jesus God. Can you see this? Move a little over here. Okay, we're going to put our finger through the middle of it. And then we're going to roll it around like this. I don't quite have this technique down yet. But you can take and, you want about, an inch and a half. Not too much bigger. But you don't want it so small it's going to just fold up on itself when it cooks either. Because it is going to compress. So we're just going to do that. This is going to be interesting with those. Isn't it? Okay, we're just coming to the end of our last rest, and the water just came to a boil. I turned it down a little bit to make a gentle boil, and we're going to put these guys in at a minute and a half aside. Don't crowd the pan. How many times have we said that? 4 should do it if you have a great size pan. Okay, Google, set timer, a minute and a half.
Okay, 90 seconds. Starting now.
And they're already starting to expand. Fluffing up. Fluffernutter. What the hell's that called? Rise. Not rise. I don't know. Whatever. Keep apart. Turn that back up because the boil's going. My video just froze. I hope the rest of it didn't freeze. No, I think my my viewer froze. Okay, Google, timer status.
There's 13 seconds remaining.
Okay, we're going to start turning these bad boys. And they have puffed up considerably, which is great. Okay, Google, stop. Let's paint these guys with melted butter. You could do an egg or melted butter. I'm choosing melted butter for this guy. Why? I don't know. I just am. Okay. You want to do this when they're hot, right after you put the butter or egg, whichever you prefer, on it. So it sticks better. I'm doing it on a rack so it's not going to burn in the oven. And we're done. And we're done. And we're done. Oh, God. Ooh, wow. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. we've got these guys on. Now we're going to put the other guys on. We have to start the fucking oven. Jesus. What a brain. Okay. Get this out of the way. Shouldn't take too long, I don't think. Let's paint our little friends here. I'm not putting anything on though, so I'm not worrying too much about that. We're just doing it to give it a better crust. Excellent! Into the oven we go. 25 to 30 minutes. We'll check at 25. We'll see you back in a little bit. That's not working. And so we have 25 minutes. And we're going to take a look and see where we are. They're just starting to brown. That guy's got a little more brown to him than the rest of them. But they don't look horrible. Let's put them in for another 5 and see where we are then. See if we need more time than that. See in a little bit. Okay, we're 15 seconds away from 30 minutes. We'll see what goes on here. Oh, they're looking better. Everybody's got some brown on them now. Let's go for, let's see what the bottoms look like. Bottoms are browning nicely. They're hot as hell. Let's go for another couple of minutes. 2 or 3 minutes. Let's split a hair and go 2.5. Let's not split it. Here we go, down to 20 seconds. I think we're just going to pull it. See where we are. I'm going to call that a success. These a partial success. These a real success. Tomorrow morning, we'll see how they are, because that's what they're for. I don't have any locks for mine, but I'm going to get some. And thanks again for watching The Angry Cook. And we'll see you next time. For maybe a guest cook. We'll see. See what happens. Get out of here, you.